Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben, and we are here with
Liam.
Welcome back, man. You've been killing it, man. Utah, Colorado. We got you for a week before you headed back to Fargo.
Yes.
You excited for wrestling, Fargo?
Mm-hmm.
We are eating. We are at the end of a fairly long day, like a very long day for us. So we're eating. So sorry if we're a little quiet on the bites. He's still eating. So Liam picked him up this morning. A little tired. Took a small nap, but I wouldn't say shocked, but I was happy that we talked about the award show that we needed to record. And what did you say?
Let's just do it today.
So we recorded we just got done. We are just before 10 o'clock. Yeah. In theory, we started recording, what was like 3 o'clock? Remember, we were like, oh, we're just going to finish this up real quick, and then we'll go fest for the last couple of minutes. And then we're like, nah, you took a small nap. I had to put some stuff together. But what kind of stuff do we need to do to prepare for the show today?
Set up a green screen.
Well, first, what did we do today? Happy birthday.
Other grandma. So thank you for that. Then we went to Savers to pick up some nice clothes for the episode.
A nice blazer. And what was funny is we're looking at blazers and you're like, well, what are these things? And I'm like, those are vests. He's like, what do you do with these things? I'm like, you put them typically under your jacket. And then you found a vest and you're like, oh, I like this. You just like the way that it looked?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we found your jacket right away. And then we realized, like, I'm huge. I'm fat, and I looked horrible in the 1X, which is fine, because jackets are typically... The problem that I run into from, like, Savers and Goodwill and stuff like that, like thrift stores, is most of the clothes that's donated, they're smaller people. Like, there's not a lot of, 38 long in the legs. So I always struggled finding like longer pants. So it stands to reason that I would struggle to find like a longer armed shirt, but or a jacket. So we both got blazers and vests. What was your idea about the color schemes?
Orange and red, so the original Numb colors.
And then after the blazers, after Savers, what did we do?
We pogoed for a little bit. Played Pokemon. Did a bunch of raids. Got nothing good. And then went home and then started setting up. Set up a green screen that took a little bit. Well, got home, chilled out. And then we moved stuff around. And then...
Because you wanted to make sure we were standing. You liked the whole idea of us standing with the podium. We were able to makeshift a podium, which was kind of cool. The whole thing was... standing, which is cool.
Yeah. And we had to set up the setup, and which includes the green screen and then the podium.
Yeah, I had to redo the whole OBS setup. So that took a minute. Surprisingly, it didn't take that long. Did you watch me do some of the setup? Did it look like complicated or like...
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
But then I fell asleep when he was doing a little bit in the thing, and then got back up and was ready for the show, and then now I'm back tired again.
Well, what was interesting that what I was surprised that we did, like the whole, like, once we got the green screen up and we were practicing, we did a small live stream, like a commercial for like 18 minutes, which was cool. But from then on, we did a full walkthrough of all the categories, like almost like legit how we would have done it if it was recording.
Took an hour and 30.
And then that's when you took a nap because I was working on something. And then we redid the whole thing again, like the real run through.
Yeah.
Are you happy with it?
I kind of wish that I knew a little, like I didn't say the same thing over and over again. But then everything else, yeah, it was good. I wish we had like an actual audience. Did it in like grandma's backyard,
Who would we invite though?
the family.
Do you think the family would like who? Like, because Nikki doesn't listen to every episode, doesn't know all of the. Like, do you watch the Emmys or the Oscars if you didn't watch any TV or movies that
I
year?
don't watch them anyways.
So, like, does it make like, you wanted like a. No, to be fair, we could technically re-record it again if you wanted to. Like next weekend, if you wanted to, we could totally get Grandma. Like, I'll mention it on the in this episode in the live that they want us to do. If they want to sit in on it, would you do it again next Sunday?
If it's just sitting in, no.
Wait, what do you mean? No, I thought they were gonna. No, if people were gonna come over and watch, would you re-record it?
Probably not, no.
Why not?
I just don't want to re-record it.
Yeah. Um, you didn't like it? I think it was still fun.
Like it.
I don't. Well, are you bummed out? Like, I don't know. I just didn't think it would make sense to do it in front of people. A couple of people we could have, but to be fair, I had planned on recording next week anyway. I was recording on the 6th. You were the one who pulled the trigger a little bit early, so I couldn't even attempt to pull people like today. Do you think you did good?
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat, and you're so tired. Are you tired?
Yeah.
Is that why you're not going to talk right now? We're only 7 minutes in, man.
Okay.
Well, it's not everyone can be a banger. What do you think about looking back at everything, like all the different categories and all the different people?
Thought it was pretty cool. Shouting out people and then like just giving them a recognition and then talking about what they did and how they made the episode good. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
What are some of your favorite moments over the last 2 years? Like, not favorite moments. Did you think I would have? I know you've said this before in the past. Did you think we would have accomplished everything that we did in 2 years?
2 years now. I mean,
Like, what are some of the things that you were like, sure, Dad does the podcast, we get Megan. Like, what are some of the things that you were like you think I'm like I'm ahead of the curve on? Like, what are some of the things that you're surprised that we're doing less than 2 years in?
well, getting panels at cons and then being invited to go places and then collaborations with bigger people and then um, doing an award show is kind of big too. And then having actual like trophy things is kind of cool. So
You got the green screen, we got the whole like the presentation looks pretty. I think the presentation looks good. For whatever reason, the camera did not like you. You faded in like it would not focus on you at all. I'm gonna go back and watch it and see if there's any. I don't know how I can fix any of it, but if it's real bad, do we release the?
Patreon,
You just throw the video up on Patreon?
$5 tier.
$4 tier.
Mm.
You can ask your mom if we can play the live, like on Monday.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know how she'll feel about it, but
Just a one-time release.
you never know.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Would you? So let me rephrase it. Will you ask your mom if we can play it on the Monday the 14th before the episode releases on Nooners? so that the 12 people can watch it, and then I'll hide it, and then you go and get the audio version after I post it.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Okay. You think your mom would watch it?
No, she's got stuff to do tomorrow.
Does it bother you that they don't like? Did they ever ask about the podcast?
Well, yeah, when I get home, they're like, "Did you podcast today?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, what'd you guys talk about? And I'm like, "I don't know, just in my head."
Oh, okay. So they ask, but they don't listen.
No, yeah.
Well, what are some of your hopes for year 3? Are you're gonna be a sophomore next year.
Yeah.
Coming up, you're gonna place at nationals. Do you think you'll be on the podcast as much, or the same as year 2? Because you kind of dropped off a little bit, and you get busy. We totally get it, but
Towards the beginning of like year 3, yeah, and then towards middle and no, it's like an absolute no. Because winter's wrestling season, so no,
so the same amount you did last year, this year.
probably.
Does it bother you? You're just gonna dip you under your 50%.
No. Because you're gonna record for forever, so it's gonna dip anyways. Someday.
Anything that you would do different next, like going into year 3 that you didn't do year 2 or lack thereof? Like, trying to think, because you made a couple. What was the conversation, the comment that your mom made about you?
I would just come here kind of sleep sometimes.
You don't talk.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I talk a lot on the podcast, and then in like real life, I kind of just chill down, and I'm just like, I'll talk in front of family, but in front of friends, I'm just super loud and like outgoing, and then in front of you, I'm outgoing and loud, and ask a lot of questions, and then
Do you miss podcasting with us?
yeah,
Like, when do you notice that you miss it? Like when you come back after 3 weeks, or like while you're kind of doing your thing and it's Sunday and you're like, oh man, I haven't seen anybody in like 2 weeks, or like when does it hit you that you haven't recorded in 1 to 2 weeks, and or you haven't seen somebody for 1 to 2 weeks?
this is kind of a hobby to me. So when I get here is when I'm like, when I like first get in the car, I'm like, oh, podcast. But throughout the week, I'm not thinking of chasing the whimsy unless you text me. So much going on though, so it's hard to.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. I'm just curious if like, all right, we're still recording. Sorry if there's a small gap. Um, but yeah, so like if you start seeing more shorts, do you listen to any of the shorts when they randomly come across?
Yeah, I sometimes go on the page and just look at everything.
So if we did an episode,
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
119.5, I think it was. Just
Point
oh,
five?
okay. So Sophie did. There was an episode we did a .5. It was Sophie and the Whimsy Flower, and then a recent episode like 2 weeks ago was just me and her for 25 minutes. I ran her through the gauntlet.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
a little whimsy gauntlet.
Yep.
So last week,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Would you listen to they're Sophie episodes, so they're obviously going to be a little bit shorter. Would you listen to those ones?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I haven't seen her in forever now, so
She's starting school soon, man. She graduated pre-K, yeah.
I feel like she's been in pre-K forever.
You listening to the episode real quick? Who's texting you?
Mom,
Where you at?
on your way? Are you on your way yet?
We're just packing up.
Just packing.
So he's listening to the episode.
She was engaged for the entire 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. It was interesting. It was fun. Trying to think.
I don't know if they have a math unicorn in science.
Oh yeah.
If you can have a superpower, what superpower to be?
Dude, she has some really fun answers, man. Like, if she was a rock, what kind of rock she would be?
Hang on.
Lightning. Yeah.
Okay. She want lightning powers? Make lightning, or you like shoot lightning from your hands?
Shoot lightning from your hand.
And what would you do with this power?
Jumping in mud puddles?
Yeah.
Jumping in mud puddles.
Oh my gosh, I used to jump in puddles all the time.
Yeah. I think that when I think. But this is
Did she say whimsy?
very much a puppy.
Yeah. Yeah, because she misses you. She talks about every week. Where's Liam?
Is it my name or is it brothers?
Brother.
Oh.
Yeah. You like being called brother?
Yeah.
Would you prefer Liam?
I don't know, no matter.
Like you don't like the nickname of brother? Like, to be fair, you're the only person she can call that to.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Hey, brother.
It's nice in here. It's so hot outside.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like, take you home tonight because it's going to be way better than trying to drive in the morning. Like, even at like 7 o'clock, it was already.
And I can play video games at night, so that's cool.
What kinds of games? What games are you playing?
Just the baseball game right now. Fortnite is kind of cool with the Squid Game stuff, but I get too mad. I lose like 3 times in a row, and I'm just like, I'm not having fun.
Okay, so moving into year 3, do you think there's okay? If I was going to ask, I'm just asking you, yes or no. Do you think we can get slightly more detail and more updates whenever you are around? Like, we know that you're wrestling and that you're going to practice and things, but we don't know like what that means or
I feel like I was going really in depth about wrestling recently. Like, actually.
like with us.
Yeah. On Chasing The Whimsy.
When?
Well, I was talking about the weight cut. I was talking about being stressed out. I was like,
Oh yeah, you wore my shirt. I forgot.
I love that too.
Yeah. Don't take my shirt because I won't see you again for a couple of weeks. You saw my pajama pants that I don't need right now, but eventually I will.
What pajama pants? I didn't take any
The
pajama pants.
shoot. Yeah. So like we get like your prep and stuff, but like when you come back from Fargo, will you give us like a full breakdown of like what it was like to get there, how many people there were, registration day 1, the like you walking in that first mat in that arena.
Well, yeah, I'll do the camera's mad.
So it looks like what we've realized is coming into year 3 we need to buy a new camera.
For sure.
Like it's not that bad. Like
It works, but a new camera would be nice.
it would. God, I'm hard on a budget right now until the end of August.
And then I get my permit like 2 months later, and then got to start thinking about the car expense. We can talk about that. A car. If when you were younger, what was your dream first car?
I didn't even, like, to be fair,
We didn't drive, so
I didn't really care for a car one way or the other.
I really care for a car. I want a car. Well, I drive everywhere, and I'd rather drive myself.
Car or a truck?
Truck.
So here's one of the random questions that I think eventually we would talk about, but we'll pre-16 we can kind of get your thoughts and ideas moving forward. You get a car, you're still wrestling, you're still going to all the wrestling camps, you're still going to all the other stuff. Who pays for your gas?
Probably my mom and my dad still.
How are they paying for your gas when they're paying for car insurance and wrestling trips? Have you ever thought about getting a job?
Summer one, yeah. But if I'm going to Fargo in Colorado, like, I'd have to do it, like, I need to have a job that's flexible.
Like, does it, when you think of like the future stuff, do you like how far ahead do you look? Do you only look the next season, or have you like started looking into like post high school?
No, just maybe farthest I've thought of is like junior year beginning.
So just one year. So you haven't thought about the idea that you could graduate high school and have never worked a job and have zero work experience? Does that bother you or worry you?
Yeah.
So you're gonna live with your mom after high school for a while? Have you talked to your mom about that? Like this idea of like, because most kids, like it's not you. Most kids your age will end up living with their parents for so 18, like anywhere between 5 and 7 years. Like,
I would hope to, being honest.
okay. And then
Maybe even before too. I mean, I don't know.
but if you don't have any work experience or like like figured out how to the manage money, you might need to stay for a year or two so you can save and because conceptually you're going to get out of high school and have no concept of money yet because you know you're wrestling and you're kind of just doing chores and or like some side jobs to kind of come up with a couple of bucks to get you gas and everything else. How often do you guys talk to your mom and David about like future stuff like cars and work or
We've never talked about work, honestly.
yeah, she was not happy to talk about work. She was like, he's not going to work. I'm like, well, she wasn't like super like crazy, like he wasn't going to work. But she was more like, he wants to wrestle, so he's going to wrestle. And I'm like, well, who's going to like, doesn't the kid need financial responsibility? And she's like, I'll figure it out. And I'm like, okay.
Well, no, I mean, we just talk about the car and my mom, and I want a truck because I can't die in a truck if I get in a car accident, like a minor one. And if I'm in the car that I think I'm getting, if I get into an accident, it's like a box car almost. So, and a truck is just nice. I mean, if, like my stepdad can work on it, and then we can get like like a Chloe truck basically, and get it fixed up, and then as long as it has decent air conditioning and then like a radio, that's all that matters.
What point do you get mad at me for saying no when you start asking for stuff post 16? Where you're like, Dad, I want a new stereo. And I'm like, no.
I'd honestly just be whatever. I want to ask for a new stereo.
Dad, I need gas money. I can't come see you if I don't have gas money. I'm like, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, then I'll be a little upset.
You do chores for, like, would you then record fucking some Fortnite for some money?
Sure.
You want it to be fair. I don't know. It's looking at like you and now like Sophie, like God, Sophie's already 5. You guys grow up too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm already like trying to figure out what you're doing like post high school. Your grades you're gonna keep up your grades? Like will a car be a motivator to like
If my mom takes away my car for grades, my grades will get up like super quick.
But you say the same thing for wrestling, but you kind of just like
I've never gotten wrestling taken away.
no, but you kind of like you. So mom takes the car away for okay. So mom takes the car away for grades. You don't actually want to do good with grades. You just want to get them up so you can get the car back. So you're using the car as the incentive for grades.
Yeah, probably. But I want to have good grades because it just feels nice to have an A and a B, an A's and B's in my grade book.
Do you have any hard classes coming up in your sophomore year?
Math. I'm not a math person. Math is always going to be hard for me.
Which math is it? Algebra?
Geometry.
Geometry? Shapes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that one. What's the one other one? The I don't know. Okay, yeah, all right. How's your brother doing? What is he playing?
He just says soccer, but I think he's just on a break right now because I think he said to my mom, he's like, I just want a break. That's what he said to my mom. So my mom's like, yeah, you have been going pretty hard at soccer. So he's just been at home playing the hockey game with his dad. And
Is he good at soccer?
he's a good goalie.
Oh, is that the position he plays? Oh, that's pretty cool. You go any of his games?
All of them. All the ones I can go
Yeah.
to.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you like do you do the same thing he does to you and just like extra like super excited? Kind of
Just there,
Okay.
honestly. Because it's in his soccer games are always early morning, so I'm just like rolling out of bed. No, not really, because usually wrestling tournaments are the day before, and I'm just like, I've been a morning person recently.
That's good.
I woke up before my parents like every weekend.
You were up early today. I noticed you were on like Instagram or something early this morning. Like, hush.
I showered. I fixed myself breakfast when they were sleeping. And I crashed hard in your car for some reason.
You crashed for like 40, so it's like an hour, we'll call it like an hour 10 from your house to my house, and like 45 minutes in you looked around and you're like, where's Kelly's house? I'm like, we're already halfway home, dude. He's like, where's Sophie? I'm like, they're out of town, man. All right, so we're coming up on year 3. Is there anything are there any milestones or events or moments or things that you want me to make sure that you're a part of in year 3?
Mother's Day, 150, 137.
$180 would be the end of year 3. We're looking at about 62 episodes a year.
I'll do
Another Christmas.
some episode in the winter so we can have another very random day episode.
Okay.
Um,
So because like what sucks this summer versus last summer is like we didn't get like the week or anything to kind of just hang out, like at all extra. So like a random winter holiday or some kind of where you're like, I'll just stay at dad's for 3 days. And then we just have another random day.
when I get my Switch too.
Okay.
Well, if I get my Switch too, hopefully.
All right. So you want year 3, 150, and some of the like family holidays. Any guests that I should save for you? Should I ever get them?
If you ever get one of if you get Quinn, if you get another Wall episode, if you get Ming on, probably, maybe.
Anybody from VSU? Mark Bernardin? James Paulbach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be on a JJ episode. Me and him have been on an episode in a while with each other.
He's going to nationals too for Bostaff.
Congrats.
So you guys will be coming back roughly ish same time. So like maybe first that first month of the first month of the new year. Have you both come on and talk about your guys' summer and what you guys are doing for the school?
Talk about the national boys, yeah. Sure.
Ooh, you already got the title. Whimsy and the National Boys. All right, that'd be pretty cool. Do you take pictures at all when you go out and about?
I try not to be on my phone, which is weird. Because so what happens is I'm at school all day, not on my phone, not on my I'm talking to everybody, wrestling practice, talking to people, get home, instantly shut down mode, shower, eat, and then sit on my phone. And my mom brings that up. She's like, you just sit in your room all day, and I'm like, when I'm at practice for 5 hours,
Right.
it's kind of rough to come out and talk.
Right. Do you worry looking back at the end of your senior year and be like, I wish I would have taken more pictures to remember some of these cool trips that I took?
No, all my friends take pictures, so.
Oh, so you just piggyback off of everybody else? That's kind of lame. All right. Well, I guess that's the way it is, though, to be fair.
I mean, I did take some pictures in Colorado with my friends.
Okay. All right. So we got at least one more episode coming up.
I'll be here.
Sometime July, August.
I'll be here next weekend.
What are we going to talk about next weekend?
Can you cut this out? Can you remember this?
Or we can just whimsy it.
Oh yeah, Whimsy.